Robert Patrick.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you.
Y'all are just a few days into filming an episode right now. What have you learned so far about your character that you're very interested in, or that's kind of
I'm very interested in the characters and where we're all going in our relationships. Kat and I right now are currently working on bringing her in and making her more of an ally. Am I allowed to say that, Nick? I'm using her to help me deal with the geniuses and. These guys are like, it's like herding a group of puppies, you got to kind of keep them going in the right direction and dangle a carrot out there and say, hey, look over there, you got to go over here. It's a fun role for me. I'm really interested to see where the relationship goes with Walter, Elias's character, and there's a lot of conflict going on there with us. When we snatched him from his farm in Ireland, unbeknownst to us, he was, as you saw, the hacker Scorpion. We had no idea how young he was, and we brought him back to America, and now he's going to work for us. And so it's kind of, I've been using the analogy or the metaphor of like Colonel Tom Parker with Elvis Presley. I got to let the guy do his thing and give him the room to do it. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, the cool thing about Mr. Patrick, and he's so modest he would never say this, but real life is following Art a little bit in that in the show he becomes a father figure to these characters, and on set Robert is helping these actors because we have this huge group of actors and they're all so talented, but when you're working with someone like Robert Patrick, it's very easy to turn to him and look up to him because he's been so successful. And Robert will openly give advice and be incredibly generous with them, and everyone feels that on set.
He's blushing. Oh.
Well, Nick, I'll give you that $100 bill later.
Yeah, I'll take it.
We're going to take audience questions in just a bit, so if you want to line up and get those queued up in your brain. I want to go to Roberto real quick because I did get a lot of questions on Twitter about where Paige and Walter's relationship is going to be going. What can you say about that?
For me?
Yeah.
As Robert was saying, the idea of having a connection to humanity, in a sense, is the bridge between humanity and the problems that they solve are what Robert's character and what Paige fulfill with Scorpion. And so that's going to be a complicated relationship. On the one hand, I think you rely on someone like that, and also you can resent the idea that you have to rely on someone like that. And so it's not simply friendships here. The idea that these characters know that they're doing good together, but meeting people is difficult. I think that's part of, what we learned from sort of figuring out this show is that when you're so smart, you maybe think you don't need anybody, and we all need each other. And so the idea of all these characters needing each other is both what they want and what we all hate. I hate needing you, all of you. I hate that I need you. I hate you all. I need you. Don't leave me.
I also got asked on Twitter a lot. I mean, Walter, the character, doesn't seem too much like a singing guy, but we got some singers up here, like with an A. Like, is there ever going to be any musical element to the show in some way? I mean,
right,
like a karaoke outing?
Who knows?
Anything is possible.
Good answer.